Latarian Milton is not your typical 7-year-old. Few his age have ever driven an SUV up and down several busy streets. It all started at his mother's townhouse. Latarian says he took the car keys and hopped into his grandmother's Dodge Durango.
When I came through the back door, I looked on the counter, my keys were gone.
I took my grandma's car because I got mad at my mom, and then I suddenly had my friend come in, and he smokes with cigarettes.
He started the vehicle and put it into gear.
I yanked the thing.
And off they went, two 7-year-olds alone on the road. Latarian drove several miles through Lake Park and Palm Beach Gardens.
We got the one call that I told you about of a driver in the vehicle who looked too short to be able to see over the steering wheel.
Along the way, he ran over 2 mailboxes, hit 2 parked cars in a Costco parking lot, and struck 2 moving cars near Walmart.
I want to do it because it's fun. It's fun to do bad things, to drive into a car.
But did you know that you could perhaps kill somebody?
Yes, but I wanted to do hoodrat stuff with my friend.
It all ended on Investment Lane and Consumer Drive. That's where Latarian hit the curb and sideswiped the sign. The SUV took most of the beating, snapping off one of his axles and wheels. A grandmother's rage.
I want to whip his behind. That's what I want to do right now. If I thought they wouldn't take me to jail, I'd whip his behind right now.
You don't think he should be punished for all of this?
Just a little bit, no video games for a whole weekend.
And one unusual story for police.
Are you sorry?
Yes.
You understand that now your grandma's going to have to pay to have those cars fixed because you hit those cars.
Can my mom help her?
Well, a local boy who made national headlines after he stole his grandmother's SUV and went for a joyride was back on TV tonight.
This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun.
Latarian Milton made an appearance on Tosh.0 on Comedy Central earlier tonight. 2 years ago, he stole his grandmother's SUV, ran over 2 mailboxes, hit 2 parked cars and 2 moving cars before crashing.
How's your behaving going? You been doing good?
Yes, I've been doing great.
Doing great. No more driving cars?
No, I picked all that to the side so I can grow up and get it. And when I grow up, then I can get a car and I can drive and get my license.
Latarian tells us he's doing well in school, getting all A's and B's. We'll be right back.
There are new problems for the 7-year-old who stole his grandmother's SUV and went on a dangerous joyride. His latest incident took place in a popular discount store and has landed him in a West Palm Beach hospital. Ted White joins us live with this story. Ted?
The incident happened when the 7-year-old directed his anger towards his grandmother. In the end, authorities felt it was enough to bring him in for a mental evaluation. Latarian Milton exposed. We've seen him as a playful and happy 7-year-old. At other times, he's apologetic.
I'm sorry what I did to my grandma's truck, and I'm sorry what I did to all you people in the hospital. And I love you, and I hope you be in prayer.
But then there's his wild side.
Can I leave now?
Especially after he stole his grandmother's SUV 2 weeks ago. Along the way, he hit 4 cars and ran over 2 mailboxes before crashing into a curb and sign.
I want to do it because it's fun. It's fun to do bad things.
But on Monday, Latarian took his bad boy image to a new level inside this Lake Park Walmart. The problem began when Latarian asked his grandmother to buy him some chicken wings. She said no. He got mad, walked over and ordered them anyway. When his grandmother confronted him about it, Latarian snapped.
They started hitting me. They started hitting me in front of the whole Walmart, and everyone in there was upset. In my stomach, in my legs, wherever he could reach me, that's where he hit me.
By late afternoon, Riviera Beach police picked up Latarian from home and took him to the hospital for a mental evaluation.
And I know what causes this behavior because all he's ever seen was his parents do physical, abusive, and verbal things. And I don't want him to continue in this direction, so I'm doing the best I can to get him the help.
Bakita Stratford worries about what will happen once Latarian is released. She's trying to get her SUV repaired and at the same time keep her rental car out of harm's way.
When I first got the rental, let me take this for a spin. And so now I just sleep with the keys, I lock them up.
Latarian could be released after 72 hours. She hopes health officials can diagnose the problem and help him get the proper kind of help. Ted White, WPBF News 25. That's right, and Latarian Milton spent about 10 minutes in court this morning. He learned that he will not be able to go home anytime soon. He will have to wait to hear from the judge the next court date. We last spoke with Latarian Milton in 2015. He had just completed middle school and was looking forward to the next step.
When I get to school, in high school, because be able to play on the football team, have some good success there.
This is Milton entering a West Palm Beach courtroom Monday to face charges stemming from an armed robbery and carjacking. Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputies say a Lyft driver picked up 4 young males and a female early Sunday morning and drove them to Windora Way in West Palm Beach. That's where the female exited the vehicle. Investigators say the suspects told the driver to take them to another location. When the driver refused, authorities say one of the suspects pulled out a handgun and hit the driver in the back of the head. The driver says he got out of the car and was robbed of his wallet and jacket. He later told deputies that Milton, who was in the front passenger seat, got out and hopped into the driver's seat and sped away with the other suspects. According to investigators, the driver gave detectives a phone number which led to the identification of Milton. Deputies arrested Milton Sunday afternoon. We first met Milton in 2007 when he was 7 years old. He had just stolen his grandmother's SUV and went on a joyride through Lake Park in Palm Beach Gardens.
I want to do it because it's fun. It's fun to do bad things, to drive into a car.
But did you know that you could perhaps kill somebody?
Yes, but I wanted to do hoodrat stuff with my friend.
If I thought they wouldn't take me to jail, I'd whip his behind right now.
Back in court, the judge ordered Milton to remain at a juvenile facility until his next court date. And the woman you saw in that video is Latarian Milton's grandmother. She did not want to talk as she left the courtroom today. However, she did say that she will continue to pray for him. Latarian Milton is due back in court on Friday. The other suspects have not been caught yet. Reporting live in West Palm Beach, Ted White, WPBF 25 News.
7-year-old Latarian Milton is okay, not a bump or bruise on him, but he gave his grandmother the scare of her life.
You know, I just thought, oh my God, I'm getting ready to bury my grandson.
Latarian lives with his grandmother. They were at his mom's apartment helping build a basketball hoop when in a second,
my keys was on the counter. So I went to get the screws and I looked and I said, where's my keys? So that quick I looked, I didn't see him. So then I went to the door and I looked, I said, oh my God, my truck's gone. And immediately I screamed, I said, call the police.
Latarian had already driven out of the apartment complex, then took a right on busy North Lake Boulevard, and then turned into the Costco parking lot. Police say that's where he hit 2 parked cars. He then got back onto North Lake, turned onto Congress, and police say he hit 2 moving cars there before going into the Walmart parking lot.
How do you think I feel? I'm standing here and I could see the sirens, police trucks up and down the street. I knew it was at him.
Police say Latarian eventually hit a sign and went into a ditch, totaling his grandmother's 2006 Durango.
Why did you take the car?
Because I wanted to do it. My friend was in the car with me.
Where did you take it, Latarian?
I took it on a high-speed chase.
How did you know how to drive?
Because I see my grandma do it. All the people do it.
He knows the seriousness of taking a car and how it could kill somebody or kill him. You know, he's nobody's fool.
Well, what do you think about the people whose cars you hit?
I think nothing about them.
The police took it seriously.
There are charges, grand theft auto, and the reason why we have those charges is to get him into the system. Obviously, this is unusual behavior for a 7-year-old, and we want to get him evaluated so he can get whatever treatment might be recommended or needed. It could have had much worse, occurrence. It could have been injuries or deaths from this.
Latarian Milton is not your typical 7-year-old.
Jesus was a Black Jew production.
I want to do it because it's fun. It's fun to do bad things. 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 Hoodrat stuff with my friends. Fun to do bad things. Fun to do bad things. Fun to do bad things.
I want to whip his behind.
Fun to do bad things. Fun to do bad things. Fun to do bad things. Hoodrat stuff with my friends. Fun to do bad things. Fun to do bad things. Fun to do bad things. I yank the thing. Yank the thing. Yank the thing. Yank the thing. I yank the thing. Yank the thing. Yank the thing. Yank the thing. And he smokes with cigarette smokes. with cigarette smoke, with cigarette smoke, with smoke, with cigarette smoke, with cigarette smoke, with cigarette smoke, smoke. Funny do bad things, funny do bad things, funny do bad things. Good stuff for my friends. Funny do bad things, funny do bad things, funny do bad things.
I wanna whip his behind.
Funny do bad things, funny do bad things, funny do bad things. Good stuff for my friends. Funny do bad things, funny do bad things, funny do bad things.
I wanna whip his behind. I wanna whip his behind. I wanna whip his behind. I wanna whip his behind.
I wanna whip his behind. 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 Horror stuff. Horror stuff. Horror stuff. Horror stuff. Horror stuff. Horror stuff. No video game. No video game for a whole weekend. No video game. No video game for a whole weekend.
I don't care if you think I'm Satan reincarnated. The fact is, you can't look at that television and say, nothing happened.